thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me.
You know I gotcha, yeah! One, break the wall, break down the walls. For those about to rock, and what you want, baby, you know you're Judas.
Welcome back. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. And this week is all about breaking the rules down. Rules to follow, bend, and break outright. Have you ever been accused of bad behavior at a dinner party?
It's like, no big deal. Like I'm just like, oh my god. Time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner.
Chances are you might have been acting like Olivia on one of her off days. And having never watched Olivia on Nick Jr., and having only read this Dinner with Olivia book, which I picked up for 25% off 99 cents from the Thrift Store in Patterson, which is home base, I can say that even on her off day, you didn't really act up that much, and Olivia and you are pretty good kids. Nevertheless, Olivia is about to learn it's a completely different ballgame when you get invited to a dinner at a best friend's house. In this Dinner with Olivia paperback adaptation by Emily Sullinger with illustrations by Guy Wallach, a Simon Spotlight publication. After a busy morning at school, it was time for lunch. Olivia joins her friends Julian and Francine in the cafeteria for a cream cheese, pickle, and raisin sandwich.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah. No. If that's not weird enough, how about a peanut butter calzone? And as for Francine's lunch, it's a bento box, which consists of chicken satay, baby corn, star fruit, and a spork. A combo spoon and fork which I used during my days at school breakfast and lunch. It just proves that Francine is a worldly eater. And Olivia is curious as to how Francine and her family eats. So, she's invited to dinner at Francine's house. To practice, Olivia does a rehearsal fancy dinner with a stuffed animal and her dog, Perry. She then imagines what a fancy dinner at Francine's house would be like. A fancy party at a mansion in the English countryside, with waiters on roller skates serving pink lemonade and tall glasses with curly-Q straws and monkeys juggling fruit. That's a stark contrast to the scene that plays out at Olivia's dinner right here, eating spaghetti. With brother Ian slurping the spaghetti, splattering her dress with tomato sauce, and Perry the dog gobbling one of the meatballs off the floor. If this is how Olivia's family acts during dinner, just imagine what Francine is imagining if she comes over to Olivia's house to repay the favor. She'll think that Olivia and her family are a bunch of barbarians eating in caves. But there's no turning back. The big dinner has arrived, and there are a few rules to follow in Francine's house. Well, Francine's mom's house. No fresh flowers at the dinner table. No telling jokes at the dinner table. Wipe your feet. And if you break the rules, you're banished to the kids' table. Lame, but perhaps the most horrible rule of all. Eat your Brussels sprouts. We all know how much of a battle it is to get kids to eat theirs. It's like World War II. Need I remind you of Codename Kids Next Store and Number 4's battle to get the Brussels sprout out of his system? But that's a different cartoon for a different day. Anyway, Olivia manages to make it out of that dinner unscathed, and Francine returns the favor at a spaghetti slurp-off at Olivia's house. It turns out that Francine can hold her own when it comes to competitive spaghetti slurping. Olivia is thrilled to be invited to Francine's house for dinner. She just knows it's going to be a very sophisticated evening. And that it's time for Olivia to have Francine over. But what will Francine think of her family's casual table manners? This retails for $3.99 in the US and $1 more in Canada. And what do I think? I think this gets 5 out of 5 claps. despite this being a tad more stringent than Food Network's Nancy Fuller and her farmhouse rules. Not all dinner parties with pigs are created equal. If nothing else, Dinner with Olivia gives a cleaner meaning to the term pigging out. This is the first and possibly last time you'll see Olivia and family on this channel. Not much of a huge Olivia fan, so pig in! Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.